Lesson 1. How we feel inside. People often believe that men are simple, straightforward, and unaffected by emotions. Society has painted an image of us as hard as stone, strong providers, protectors, leaders who walk through life with unshakable confidence. But the truth is far more complex. We feel just as deeply as anyone else, and sometimes even more, because we are often carrying our emotions silently. What makes it hard to see is that we were taught from childhood to hide those feelings. From the time we were little boys, we were told, "Don't cry, be strong." Those words may sound harmless, but they taught us to swallow pain instead of expressing it. So we grow up learning that tears are shameful, that admitting fear makes us weak, and that silence is the only safe outlet. This is why, as men, we often retreat into ourselves when life gets overwhelming. You may see us sitting quietly in the corner, staring into nothing, and think we are distant or careless. But most of the time, we are simply processing. Take, for example, a man who has just come home after a long, difficult day. Maybe his boss scolded him unfairly. Maybe bills are piling up, or maybe he is worried about whether he's doing enough for his family. Instead of complaining or breaking down, he simply sits, scrolling through his phone or switching on the television. To his partner, this may look like indifference, but in reality, his mind is running at 1,000 miles per hour. He is replaying the day, measuring his worth, and wondering how to do better tomorrow. Silence, for us, does not mean emptiness. It means we are protecting you from the storms inside. We don't want to burden you with every worry, every fear, every insecurity. Many times, we'd rather shoulder it alone, believing it's our responsibility as men. The problem is that this silence can easily be misunderstood as distance. And when silence is misread, it creates tension. That's why we value safe spaces. When you, our partner, notice our silence and respond with patience instead of pressure, it changes everything. You don't have to force us to speak. Sometimes just sitting beside us, touching our hand, or saying, "I'm here when you're ready to talk," makes the walls begin to fall. That reassurance tells us we are not alone. It tells us that vulnerability will not be used against us, but embraced with love. Men may not cry openly, but we do cry inwardly. We may not always say, "I'm scared," but fear exists within us. Fear of failing you, fear of not being enough, fear of carrying a weight too heavy. When we finally open up, it's not weakness, it's trust. It means we believe you are strong enough to hold what we've been hiding. So, my queen, please understand this. Our hearts are not made of steel. They beat with the same storms, joys, and pains you feel. The difference is that we often lack the language or freedom to express it. When we go silent, it is not rejection. It is our way of coping, our way of staying strong while we untangle our thoughts. What we need most is not judgment, but patience. Not interrogation, but presence. And when you give us that gift, we will give you something even rarer. The deepest parts of ourselves, hidden behind the masks the world forced us to wear.